Good morning student. Today I am going to start basic mathematics of calculus part 2. So before watch this video I will suggest to you will watch basic mathematics of calculus part 1. I would be also request to you watch the full video and subscribe, share and like this video. Okay, thank you. So now in this class I am going to discuss integration. Integration is what? In integration just you can say inverse process of differentiation. Inverse process of differentiations. Okay, so now actual what is the meaning of integration? So first I am going to explain what is the actual physical meaning of integration. So now already you know when you let you sum many numbers, let x1, x2, x3 and dot like xn. So you can represent like this way. This is the sign of summation, and you can put x and it is the variable and I variable lie from 1 to n. So you can write this series of number in simple way using the symbol of summation. Okay, so now when you expand this one, then what? You will put the I value here, so it will x1, and after then put the meaning of this one, that is summation, then I increment by 1, so I equal to 2, after then you write x2, again you will put the summation, so it will what? You can write this series in simple way, sigma of xi, where I equal to 1 to n. Similarly in integration, so let me consider a graph. Okay, so let me consider a graph, and this graph let it will lie from x a equal to let x is equal to b. Okay, and this is the let function of fx. Okay, so now we consider here we are going to find area under graph. Okay, area under graph. So how can find area under graph? So we will consider a strip in region of curved line. So let me consider, let this thickness is very small, so we consider dx, very small like a single line, so we consider here dx. So now let this is the height is consider fx. So what is the area of the strip? So you can write length into breadth. So length is what fx and breadth is what dx, so f into dx. So it will what? Area of this strip. So now here I am going to find, we are going to find what? Area under this graph. So here you can imagine, so there are many strips such like this one. So there are many strips. Okay, it is between A and B. So how can you find the area of all strips? So obviously let me consider a1, a2, a2 like just summation, continuous summation. It is the what? Continuous summation of area. So here for summation of all area we are using the integration. Okay, so it's a use the word summation of all area. Okay, all area in region of given under graph. Okay, so we use this integration, and area should be from where? X equal to a to x equal to b. So we can write here x is equal to a equal to x is equal to b. So meaning of this integration is nothing, just you find what? Area under the graph of given function. Just the meaning, physical meaning of integration or geometrical meaning of integration is nothing, just area under graph, okay, of given function. Okay, so now I am going to write some application of integration we will use directly in physics. Okay, so let first you write, so integration of x to the power n and dx. Okay, so x to the power n dx, so you can write, it's a formula of this one is nothing x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus a. So already told you it is the what, it is the what, inverse of differentiation process. So if you differentiate this term, it will come back these values. So how you can check it? So now let x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, here dx, okay, also here c, so right here. So when you use the formula addition, so first you break in two term. Okay, so it is the constant term differentiation having the value 0, and now differentiation of this one, it will 1 by n plus 1 is the constant, so it will come out. So now here the power it will come in multiply, and power is decreased by minus 1 by 1. When you find the differentiation, so 1 cancel, this one is cancelled, it will become x to the power n, this one. So already told, it is the integration is the what, inverse of differentiation process. Okay, so now okay, so let if it is the what, indefinite integration, here is a no definite. Again, if you will put lower range or upper range, that means it is called definite integration. So how can you find different integration? Nothing, just you find the integration of this one first of all, and after that no required to put the value of c, just you will put the, here you write lower range and upper range. Or how can put the value of upper range in x or lower range in x? It is the value of x, nothing, already told. This is the graph. Okay, this is the upper range, lower range of this is the lower range of value of x, and this is the upper range of the value of x. So this is the value of x. So now how can find? So first you put the upper range of this one, so b to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1, and after then you will put minus and put the lower range instead of the value of x, so a equal to a to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So after solve this you will okay, so that okay, so now consider our examples. Let x to the power 5, so let x, the value of lower range x is equal to 1, consider x is equal to 2. So how can find the integration of this one? So just you apply the formula x to the power 5 plus 1 divided by 5 plus 1, power add with 1, and okay, and this is the lower range and this is the upper value. So x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, so 1 by 6 is a constant, it will come out. So x to the power 6, you can x is equal to put here x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. So after then put the first of all upper range value minus, after then lower value, and after then this is the 64 and minus 1, so 63 by 6 is the value of this integration. Okay, so now it is the process you find the integration of given function. Okay, so now the next is we consider let x to the power minus 1. Okay, so dx. So what is the integration of this function? So here you will not be use the power this formula. Okay, you will use, this is the special, it is the exception, it is the formula is what, log x to e plus c. So already told it is the what, inverse process of differentiation. When you differentiate this one, it will become this one. So you already told the differentiation of log x is what, is equal to 1 by x. So obviously it will become here. So integration of x to the power minus 1, it will this one. Okay, so it is this one. So now after then integration of e to the power x dx, so same e to the power x plus c. Okay, so now the integration of sin x is it what? So obviously cos x plus c. Okay, so already told what is the integration, sorry, minus cos x plus cx. If you differentiate this one, differentiation of cos x is minus sin x and differentiation of c is 0. So differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, so minus minus plus, it will become this one. Okay, so now integration of cos x dx, it will what? It will become a sin x plus c. Okay, so now after then let there I am giving an example. Let here, so e to the power 5 plus let x squared plus sin x, okay, dx. So how can find the integration of this one? So there are three terms of equation. So you can separate the all terms in this way, okay, and you can put the, okay, you can put the formula of all integration. So integration of e to the power x is this one, and this one is x cube by 3, and the integration of sin x is what? Cos x, and you can put plus, you give a sub constant c. So integration of this one is this. Okay, so now, okay, so so I am giving another example. How can find the integration of sin mx? So already we know that the integration of sin x dx is what? Is cos x minus cos x plus c. So now here is the sin mx, or here is the dx. So so first of all we consider let z equal to mx, okay, z equal to mx, okay, we can directly write is the formula is what? 1 by m, and it's a minus cos x plus c. So how it will come? Just you take z equal to mx. So now when you put sin mx in place of mx is z, so dx. But here sin is the function of z, and now you are doing the integration of with respect to dx. So already in given a basic thing, if you integrate this function, obviously this function depend upon this one. So first you dx convert in dz form. So how can? So already you consider z equal to mx. So now first you differentiate this one. So dz by dx. So now it will come dmxy dx. So now m. So dx by dx is what? 1. So m into 1 equal to m. Okay, so now dz equal to divided by m equal to dx. So dx is equal to how much? Dz by m. So now after then you will put in place of mx you will put sin z, and in place of dx it will come dz by m. So now it will 1 by m is constant, it will come out sin z dz. So what is the integration of sin z? So it will minus cos z. Okay, so now you will put the value of z, but the value of z is what? Mx. So cos mx. Okay, so now so simply you can write sin let mx plus c. You can write directly 1 by a coefficient of x, and integration of sin is minus cos m plus mx plus c, and c another constant. Okay, so this is the basic integration. Okay, you can use in the physics. Okay, similarly, so you can find let equation like x square sin x 1 by x. So how can find the integration of this term? So you can first of all break in single term, and you apply the, so x integration of x square is x cube by 3, integration of cos x is what? Minus cos x, integration of 1 by x is what? Log x plus c. Okay, so there are many examples and I can give, but in physics it's more enough to, okay, to try to solve the basic numericals in physics. Okay, thank you, bye.